Okay. Um, I'm talking with Jerry Fuller today. Jerry, how old are you?
90.
90. And do you know where you were born?
Yes, in Belle, Fouche, South Dakota.
Belle Fouche. Now, what size is Belle Fouche when you were
That
born?
time would have been probably around 2000.
And is Belle Fouche still a community today?
Yes,
Okay.
I still live there.
You still live there. Did you go to school there?
No, I did not. I went to grade school in the country, and I went to high school in Spearfish, South Dakota, which was 10 miles south of Belle Fouche.
So, in that area, was it mostly a rural area? Did you live on a farm or ranch? Or
Well, farm and ranch combined. We planted crops and raised livestock, cattle.
did your parents homestead there? How did they get the
No,
land?
they bought the land in 19. Let's see. They bought the place in 1940.
1940. Do you know what they paid for it?
You know, I can't. I probably did it one time, but I don't remember for sure. But it wasn't very much. But then there wasn't much money either. So.
Right, right. Do you know what kind of size of the farm or ranch was?
It was. Dad had 880 acres.
880 acres. Okay. And did you raise cows and?
Yes. And
How'd they make money? That's what I'm going for.
When us kids got bigger, then Dad went to work at the bentonite plant in Belle, and then us kids would do the farming and putting up hay, and then he was working at the bentonite for 5 days, you know, and we'd get a lot of stuff done on the weekend and do our, you know, Dad would have everything planned out what we could do the next week. And we'd have to go fix fence or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, because you raised cows and you grew hay and
Right.
and you sold the hay to the local ranchers.
No, we used it.
You used all the hay.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
okay.
the stock. For
And then you would sell the cows in the fall.
calves in the fall.
Cows in the fall. Okay. Did you go to school in Belle Fouche, or where did you go to grade school?
I went to grade school in just 500 yards or so from our house. We just had to walk across the road, and then they closed that school, and then we had to go about 4 miles south, and we rode with the teacher. The teacher for the school came out of Belle Fouche,
Okay.
came by that way, and then drove by, and then went south of our place.
And you were born in 1933,
33.
so that would have been like 1938, 1939 when you was in kindergarten.
Well, it wasn't, they didn't know what kindergarten was. You started the first grade.
You started first grade. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And do you have any recollection of what they taught you in the class? Did they teach you English and
Well, just
alphabet?
reading, writing, and arithmetic,
Okay.
mainly.
Okay. And how many students were in there?
There was probably 12 to 15, maybe.
And do you know what the age range was?
Well, it would have been from the first grade to the 8th grade.
First grade to the 8th grade. Okay, so from young kids to 12, 13.
12, 13,
Yeah.
14 years
Yeah.
old.
And then, was it a paved road that you got there? Or was it a gravel
Oh,
road?
it was gravel.
Gravel.
Oh, yeah.
And probably, how about cars, or how'd you get around mostly?
Well, horseback a lot of the times, but we had a car, but, you know, to go to town once a week or once a month or whenever.
But most of the time you rode horses to go
Yeah.
somewhere to go check on the cows or
Yeah,
go
right.
through. In the school, did you walk or?
Yeah, we just walked to school
Yeah.
for the first probably 2 or 3 years, and then we went to.
Did you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
And are they still living?
No, they all passed
Passed
away.
away. Did they go to the same grade school with you then, or
Yeah,
where?
started there. Yeah.
Yeah. What were you in that? If you had 4 other siblings, were you the youngest or the oldest? Or?
I was the. Let's see. I had 3 older and 1 younger.
Okay. And they attended the same grade school that you did?
Yep,
So out of the 12 to 15 students, your family made up?
half
of
or
them?
a third of them, or whatever.
That's funny. Yeah. Was there other families like that? Was it?
Well, yeah, there was the neighbors, they'd have 2 or 3, or,
Yeah.
you know,
And the same teacher taught everything?
yeah, she taught it all.
Yeah. And do you remember anything like, did they give you like a pad to write with and pencils or?
Oh, yeah. And a lot of it was, they wrote on the blackboard, you know,
Okay.
wrote problems down.
Chalkboard and,
And you had to go up and subtract or add, or whatever the case might be, or
yeah.
write a sentence out about something, and
Right. Do you remember, did you go to a grocery store nearby? How did you buy groceries?
we just come to town, and there was a grocery store called Sly's Grocery, and then there was one other one, I don't remember what it was, that was kind of, we'd buy some meats there and stuff like that.
Did you grow any of your own fruits or vegetables?
Yeah,
You wouldn't do
we
any
grew-
fruit there.
Yeah, we grew a lot of them, but there was always stuff, you know, the sugar and the flour and stuff
Okay,
like that.
okay.
was-
Did the house that you live in, did it have indoor plumbing or electricity?
No, it was all, well, we put electricity into it, it didn't.
You remember when they put electricity in?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was probably in 45, probably, or,
Oh, after World War II.
yeah.
Okay.
And then, because we had lanterns and kerosene.
You used lantern kerosenes prior to that
Yeah.
for all your nighttime lighting, if at all.
And then wood for the stove and buy coal.
You heated the house with wood and coal, okay.
Right.
And then outdoor plumbing?
No, we had just a
Outhouse.
outhouse.
Okay,
We
all
called
right.
it- We
Do you-
called it back then.
Do you remember when you first got indoor plumbing?
Yeah, that would have probably been in 48, 49, 50 something.
How'd you get water? Did you have a well?
We had a well.
How did you dig it by hand or drill it?
No,
or-
it was there when my dad bought the place, and then it had a pump jack on it. And
Okay.
go out and-
Like a hand pump that you
Yeah,
pumped up
hand.
and down?
Right.
Wow,
And
okay.
then pack it into the house. And
Then you carry,
then we
okay.
built a cistern, and that's when we put a pump jack inside the house.
Okay.
And pump from the cistern.
So you actually dug a hole and put a
Right.
tank or something down
Put a
in there?
tank down there.
Did it ever freeze in the wintertime?
No, because once you get over 6 feet down, you were fine.
Okay.
And then the water, how it got filled, we'd have a trough running off of the roof.
Yeah.
So when it rained, the rainwater went into the tank.
Okay. Well, so the last question for today is, once you finished up school, because you said it was the 8th grade, then did you get transported? Did you have a school bus that took you somewhere for high school, or did you go to high school?
School bus, we rode to Spearfish, South Dakota.
You rode to
They
Spearfish?
left Spearfish and came around to Belle, and then went west, and then just west of our place, they cut south and went over on Redwater, and then back the back way into Spearfish.
So it was quite a trip. You know, you get on the bus at 7 and you get to school
Yeah.
at 8, about an hour by the time
Hour and a half.
really to make the loop to drop. So they went around, picked up all the ranch kids, and then brought
Right.
them into Spearfish. And,
Right.
okay, all right, interesting. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm
You
going to
bet.
stop it for now.